inversions are really beneficial for the body. But before jumping right into it, start with a warm-up. The warm-up should wake up the body, loosen up the muscles, and prepare for the practice. Once my body begins to warm up, I like to do stretches that focus on muscles I'll be using. So interlacing the fingers behind my back for a chest opener, or lifting my body into a gentle mini back bend from a seated position are great preparation stretches for the practice. Child's pose is also a really great posture to do before the practice to center yourself and find your breath. Once the body is a bit more warmed up, I like to go into poses that go a little deeper, like this low lunge, which opens up the hip flexors. And when you interlace the fingers behind your back, it helps to open up the chest and prepare the body for back bends. Another great preparation pose for opening the front body is Dhanurasana, Bow Pose, where you grab the feet and you can choose to rock back and forth. A common problem people run into with back bends is low back pain. You want to make sure you aren't crunching the low back. Think about finding length from the tailbone all the way up through the crown of the head. For full wheel pose, bring the heels back as close to the sits bones as you can. Elbows are up towards the ceiling, hands by your ears, and lift up. Think about your spine elongating, and then come down. To do a drop back, bring your arms up overhead, feet are hip distance apart. Push the hips forward, use your abdominals, and again, find length in the spine. Counter the pose with a forward fold. Inversions are another great way you can counter a back bend. Things like headstands are really good because it brings you back to your core center. After an inversion, it's good to counter with child's pose. Whatever you do on one side, you should do on the other. You might find that one side is more difficult or easier than the other. Don't worry about it. Just make a mental note of it and move on. Another great inversion is Shoulderstand. Just be mindful about your neck here. You shouldn't feel any pain, and do not turn your head when you're in this position. You can do anything you want with the legs. You can leave them pointed up at the sky. You can put them in Lotus Pose, anything you want. Going into Plow Pose is nice with the feet behind you, and then coming out of it and countering with Fish Pose.